Hello, my name is Peter Milton and I am the developer of TimeChainage. Milestones are a common element in bar chart programs and represent an event that occurs on a particular date. They are often displayed as a diamond shape. With TimeChainages, there is an extra dimension of distance, so a diamond will not necessarily represent milestones well. In TimeChainage, we do have a diamond shape milestone, but we can also represent milestones as horizontal or vertical lines for dates and chainages. These are added as part of the overall schedule and can have relationships and start constraints like any other activity. In addition, TimeChainage allows for specific date and chainage milestones that are not logic linked to the schedule. These can provide additional information and convenience. Let's take a look at what they are and how to use them. I have a project open and we will add some date and chainage milestones. I will start with date milestones. To open the date milestones dialog, we go to the Annotation menu and select Date Milestones. Here we have a table with a details panel below. There is a blank row to start with. Just click anywhere in the row to generate a date milestone. A date milestone consists of a horizontal line stretching across the chart at a set date, along with some user-defined text. You enter the text you want in the description field. We will enter access to site. You can enter details in either the table or the details panel. Next, you enter the date for the milestone. Let's say 13th of January 2025. The show field defaults to yes for showing the milestone. If you wish to not show the milestone, click in this field and it will toggle between yes and no, or uncheck the show box in the details panel. The position of the text on the line is set in the label position field. You enter a percentage of the chart width from the left-hand side. By default it is 1%. We will change this one to 40%. The last two columns are for the line colour and width. You click in the colour box to open a colour dialog, and let's select a blue. Then press the OK button. We will make the line width 5. Finally, if we wish, we can change the font. Let's click on the font button in the details panel. We will make it a Calibri font. Bold style and size 20. Let's make the colour blue to match the line. We then press OK to leave the font dialog. We will see what the date milestone looks like by leaving the dialog. As you can see, we have a blue horizontal line on the set date with the text. The font size though is not what we set. For the computer display, the font size is fixed. This is to reduce clutter. However, if we look at the print preview, we will see that it is shown as we want it. We see the print preview by going to the File menu and selecting the print preview. That is now the size we want. So let's add one more date milestone. So we exit the preview by clicking the Close button. And we return to the Date Milestones dialog by going to the Annotation menu and selecting Date Milestones. To add a milestone, we click on the Add button on the side of the form. For the description, we will enter Mayor's Event, Street Closures. For the date, we will enter 17th of April 25. We want to show the milestone, so we'll leave the show field as yes. We will keep the position at the default 1%, and we will leave the default line colour and width. We will also keep the default font. You can add as many date milestones as you wish, but we have done enough to demonstrate the concept. If you want to remove a milestone, then select it by clicking anywhere in the row and pressing the delete button. We won't actually do that just now though. We will leave the dialog by pressing the OK button. And as you can see, we now have 2 date milestones. Let's look at Chainage milestones now. We go to the Annotations menu and select Chainage Milestones. Chainage milestones work in exactly the same way as date milestones, except that we get a vertical line at a set chainage rather than a horizontal line at a set date. So I will add just one chainage milestone to demonstrate. We click on the first row and enter a description of overhead power lines at chainage 1175 meters. The chainage will be 1175. We will leave the rest of the fields at the default settings and close the dialog. Now we have a chainage milestone along with our 2 date milestones. Let's see how the milestones look in the print preview. We go to the File menu and select Print Preview. Well, that looks fine. Let's leave the print preview. If you have several layouts in your project, you may want to show the milestones in some, but not all of them. We select which milestones we want to show in the Layout Edit dialog. To get there, we go to the View menu and select Layouts. From the drop-down menu, select the layout you want to edit. We will select Shaft Syncing. We then click on the Edit button. In the Edit dialog, we can select which milestones we want to show or hide. In this case, we will hide both date and chainage milestones by unchecking them. We then press OK. You repeat this process for any other layouts you wish to change. Then select the layout you want to open, and we will keep this one, and click on the Open Layout button. As you can see, the milestones do not appear in this layout. Remember, these chainage and date milestones are not logic linked to the schedule in any way. They are just a graphical element intended to provide flexibility in how you show information on the chart. You can of course create linked date and chainage milestones in the planned form by adding horizontal or vertical line activities and then specifying relationships. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you found this video helpful. TimeChainage, adding an extra dimension to your schedules.